I got a cold ass beat.
That hardcore reality rap.
So what you talking about doing?
Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Hey, that was dope, eh? That shit was dope, man.
You a genius.
What's NWA stand for anyway?
No whites allowed, something like that.
No. Niggas with attitudes.
I feel privileged. I feel honored to actually have experienced music history. I'm talking about NWA. NWA is the group that came in and changed the landscape of hip-hop forever.
Yeah.
Those are the guys that started what we know as gangster rap. Really, to them, they just said, no, it's just reality, man. This is just the fucked up world I live in.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to tell you something.
Yeah.
I don't really do that gangster shit, but I get my ass beat every day by the cops. You know, I have to duck every time I want to go to school, and when I'm coming back home, you know, that's just the kind of shit I live through. And if y'all don't want to listen, tell you what, politicians won't listen to us. You know, the authorities won't listen to us. We'll just make a song about it. And, you know, when you do that and then when the white kids start buying it, it's like, oh, shit. You know, maybe we should have listened to these motherfuckers for, you know, a long time ago. Now, years later, decades later, you know you made it when somebody puts a story together about you and makes a movie about it, when you get your own biopic. And that's why we have Straight Outta Compton right here. Straight Outta Compton, of course, deals with Dr. Dre, MC Ren,
Yeah.
DJ Yella,
Yep.
Ice Cube, and of course, Easy motherfucking E. Easy Right, as some people know him. And this is actually the movie that F. Gary Gray left the Captain America movie for, the Captain America Winter Soldier. He was going to do that, but he said, no, I got something else playing. He said, shit, I'm about to jump on this I'm about to do this gangster shit.
I gotta get something off my chest.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. Call me when y'all get Black Panther together. I'm gonna do this shit right now. And this is about the group that came together, and as I tell you, just pretty much changed the world. I mean, these guys are the ones that brought a lot of attention to the inner city with their music. And with this, everyone's been looking forward to this, because now we finally get our like our rap biopic that we've been looking for, like the epic one. You know, we've had it for blues, we had it for rock. Yeah. Now we get it for particularly this, you know, gangster rap.
Now we're getting into shit that like we know.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And with this, it's pretty much what you expect. Oh shit, what happened over here? It's too much gangster for this shit. I'm dropping frames. Look at it. Computer's like, man, I'm scared of this shit. Hold on, somebody must be coming in fucking with the computer. Okay, there we go. You settled? It's all right. Shit. Computer's like,
chill, bro, chill.
Yeah. Ain't about that life. The computer. But with this, as with any biopic, what you get is, okay, so how did the group come together? What was their rise to stardom? And what was the whole thing of that split these guys up when they actually hit fame and fortune? A lot of you would say, oh, you mean your average biopic. But is it? I mean, with this, it might be average biopic, but it's showing us a whole new side. It's getting the big screen treatment for a whole side of hip hop that we really haven't seen this way. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Well, first I want to tell you about that ass I'm looking at right now. I mean, to stop it right there. But, you know, I wish you guys had seen it. That's why I brought y'all in.
Yeah.
That's why I want y'all to sit in.
So we could rub it in your face.
Yeah.
We can tell.
One, yeah, you know, na. You didn't get to see this shit.
Congratulations.
Yeah, yes. But also because, you know, when I try to talk the hip hop to Martin, sometimes he just tunes out and don't get it. So, you know,
One question we had was, how was he gonna take this?
I really don't know, because I didn't want to ask him.
Yeah,
you know that like this shit don't mean nothing. It don't mean to me what it does to you guys.
See,
you grew up with it. I mean, you know, you were tykes, and that's when music imprints on you, and it's important. I don't know.
See,
I don't know. They just gave showed up like Tommy did.
Shit, you know, you sound like Colin. And the music and the guns and the dope and
the pants around your butt. Yeah, you know, I can only take so much. Like, yeah, I'm the baddest, and I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna do this, and streets are hard. Rah 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 rah, and this and that and whatever.
See, that's why I brought y'all in, man. Because if he tunes out at some point, you know what, y'all can at least bring in facts, right? At least your own experience as to how this was. Because when I was 16, this shit took over my high school. Like we had never seen shit like this before.
Yeah.
You know, it was that shit where I had to explain to parents and other kids, y'all, you just don't get it, man. You know, I'm from the streets, man.
The streets of Waco.
That's what cracks me up. You're like, this music speaks to me. It's like, how? You live in the suburbs of Waco.
Well, the thing is that
That's how you know it's about to come out next is bullshit. The thing is.
Well, you see. Well, no,
what it was.
Well, no, the thing is that. I mean, come on, y'all let me get through this now, for real. Let me get through this. We do this a lot, but you know, the thing is that you were young and you were black.
Yeah.
I mean, you were harassed by somebody. Somebody always looked down on you, or you weren't good enough for these people. And that
You were called a nigga a couple times.
You were called a nigga a couple times, and that's why these guys, when this came out, we were all just like, oh, holy shit, these are like fucking superheroes to us, man.
Yeah.
We ain't never seen shit like this before.
Saying shit we've always wanted to say.
Yeah, and getting popular for it.
Yeah.
That's why for this, it was like the strongest part of this movie are these guys coming together. They are like the fucking Avengers, man. You know, it's like, I mean, really, the strongest part is seeing the origin of how all these guys come together. They, you know, they give you, the movie starts out with a little bit of an introduction to like Eazy-E, and then you get Dre trying to get his thing together. And then you get to see Cube writing. You know, that's what it was like, man. You had Dre the visionary. You had Eazy-E, the bad boy. You know, you had Ice Cube, the poet, the observer. It was, everybody had their place.
What about DJ Ren?
Oh yeah, and those guys did shit too. But,
I feel so bad for those two, man.
You know, somebody had to set the speakers up.
Yeah, damn. You know, every Avengers needs that Hawkeye. Or something.
Yeah.
Very true.
That's true.
But the cool thing about it is that with this, you got to see, in addition to this being an origin story, now when these guys come together, and that's when you got them as a collective, and that's when you saw them start getting together and experiencing the same problems, which was the police brutality that they had.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about this film is that, like Selma, this is it feels like, wow, man, this is how long ago, and this feels about as relevant, if not more.
Yeah.
Today than what it did back then with all the police brutality cases that we have. And the shit makes you upset to see it because that's what, you know, it was cool seeing what they brought to light where, no, we're not talking about just going out and causing violence and killing police. They treat us like shit. And the movie really makes you upset when you see that.
Sit tight and let us do our job.
Hey, officer, I'm sorry. What is going on out
Sir, can you stay right there, please? We're trying to check these bangers, make sure they're clean.
All right, I'm sorry. These are not bangers, okay? These are artists.
Excuse me, artists?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What kind of artists?
Rappers, and they're working with me in the studio right now.
Well, see, rap is not an art. And I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm the manager.
Well, you're wasting your time, Mr. Manager.
You gotta be kidding me.
You're wasting your time.
Really?
These clients of yours, these
Yeah?
rappers,
Yeah.
they look like gang members.
You can't come down here and arrest people just because of what they look like. Are you crazy? But that's police harassment.
You said you're a manager, right?
Yeah.
Not a lawyer.
Does that matter? You cannot come down here and harass these guys because they're black.
Shit, I was more scared for the cops. Right? That's Paul Giamatti as their manager, Jerry Heller, and I was scared for them, man. That motherfucker looked like a pit bull with a fucking hairpiece on.
Like a pug with a
Fuck yeah, he scared the fuck out of me right there. You know, he's great in the movie, man. He is you know, he plays a complex part because anybody who knows the story about this, they know that their manager was ripping them off.
A lot. Well, the thing is, everybody's manager was ripping them off. Like every music story has a manager with somebody getting ripped off.
There was a lot of that in the 90s, too.
There was a lot of that in the music business from day one.
True.
Yeah, it was a lot of that going on. But the thing about Paul Giamatti in this is that you know, he actually cared about these guys, man. You know, it's like he was being maybe a crooked businessman, but at least for Eazy-E, he really did care about them. And so it was kind of this whole thing where, yeah, you're crooked as hell, man, and you know, I should really hate you right now, but you really are looking after these guys. This is what one of the things that sets it above the average biopic is that in any other biopic, he just would have been the guy that got more sleazy as it went along.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But when the shit really hits with them, it's like, man, I'm not angry at this guy. I'm just upset and sad that their relationship had to end like this.
Well, what sets it above almost every other biopic is that it shows both sides of everybody. Like almost everybody in here, you see what's bad about them and you see what's good, except the cops. Fuck the cops. But there's so many characters that in any other biopic they would be the villain of the movie, and it just doesn't work out that way. It's like even when you hate somebody, you're like, they've shown me parts of them that aren't like that all the time.
Is it one of those characters that you really don't know how to feel about them, kind of like J.K. Simmons was in Whiplash? Like it's good parts of them, but it's shitty parts.
You know, mostly you don't see any real bad parts of them. You just think like, wow, this is the business that just kind of went sour. Yeah. And while he's probably crooked, it's like you just feel sad, man. But Martin's right. A lot of people in here, are everybody's a gray. Yeah. Nobody's evil. Nobody's good. Everybody's doing what they have to do to get by, especially coming from their environment.
So they're realistic.
So and it's in the first half of the movie, it's very realistic, especially when you start seeing the things that lead up to like when you see them getting beat down by the cops, and they're out there, they got them on the ground, and several times you see them just being slapped around. I mean, you see their parents being fucking abused, man, by the cops. The cops come up and just call them niggers without any remorse and just walk away, man. You see that shit, it pisses you off, and that's what fuels the movie, man. So it's crafted so well to where they feed you that. Yeah. And so when you get to the moment where you get to see where it leads to them creating the song "Fuck the Police," you're like, fuck yeah, man.
Hey, yo, Yellow, cut it.
What is it looking like, Dre? It's hard?
Yo.
Hell yeah, Q. Yeah. It's gonna start some shit, but this is what we need. Hell yeah.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground.
The audience was like yeah! Even the security guards left this shit. I mean, this is the people are singing this out loud.
A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown. And not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority. Fuck that shit, cause I ain't the one for a punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten on and thrown in jail.
You see that constable car outside? Yeah. When we came up, then when you heard that song, do you want to go outside and just flip that motherfucker? Fuck the constable. I mean, that's the one that really had people going. And I got to tell you, you see some people in here who give great performances, man. These guys, I mean, you're thinking that it's getting about the music and the nostalgia, but I don't know how you felt, man, but I thought that these actors were really good in the movie, man.
I thought that that the movie didn't rest on its laurels in any way at all. Yeah, I thought the casting was just amazing. I mean, just that alone, even just thinking about it the day after, it's like, man, they really got the best actors possible to have the look and who were really good actors and just brought it.
Oh yeah, especially like O'Shea Jackson. It's like that's a time when you
Little
say,
Cube.
yeah, Little Cube, man.
So is he the kid from those? Are we there yet?
No, that's Ice Cube's real son.
Yeah. Okay.
That's Ice Cube's. Yeah, that's one case where you say, shit, nepotism better be in effect right here because he looks just like his dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like if they want to do a reboot of Are We There Yet?
Right.
That's who you got.
We here now, motherfucker.
Yeah.
We made it, bitch.
Yeah. Got the fucking car. Okay, Dad. Shit, I mean, this motherfucker, he was meant to play his dad and everything.
He was only born for that reason. Shit, he wasn't born. He was created in a lab from some skin cells.
He was. Yeah. He was. Even when he was like 8 years old, he still looked like his dad. Had a beard and everything. That's him, man. You know, and it's only a few years ago that he was like Little Cube. I remember having there was one album he had Little O'Shea as a baby on there and shit. So it's really cool to see this guy break in and play his dad. And you could tell that for Cube, that's like really a heartfelt thing too. I mean, they had this movie made about you and to see your legacy, your son in it.
I wonder if there's an interview like, so how much did you study Ice Cube for this role?
Motherfucker, for real.
Oh, no. Actually.
That's my whole life.
Yeah, no. Someone did actually ask him.
Did they really?
Yeah, they were on ESPN, and one of the anchors asked him, like, so did you really have to study your dad to... Well, it was a pause because Ice Cube was with him. He was just kind of like... And he was like, yeah, you know, I just thought back, you know, growing up, and
You know,
It came to me.
I'm waiting on that one. I'm waiting for that one reporter to sit up there and say, "So, have you actually met Ice Cube?" You know what, man?
How does he feel about you playing him?
Bam! Just shoot his ass right there. But it's great to see, and like I said, the movie, it really does say a lot of the things that we want to say today, especially when you see that it's not just about the music. It's not these guys talking about how, because see, that's what a lot of people think. Oh, because I read a lot of comments about this. Yeah. Oh, another fucking movie about guys shooting each other and talking about how better they are than everybody else and fucking a lot of women and having babies. I'm like,
what?
You know,
that had to be somebody who didn't see the movie or went in with that notion.
Somebody.
Already.
That was most of the comment sections on one site I went on today.
Man, what you doing reading comment sections? What's wrong with you?
Man,
you older than that. You know better.
Because I like, I want to be angry for this shit, man. I want to come in and be gangster with this. I want to be mad. And you know what? And that's what made me mad, because a lot of people, that's what they didn't realize about the music when it came out, and they're still talking that shit today. It was really about the double standard of free speech.
Sure.
And the movie addresses a lot of that, instead of just like, grabbing my nuts and walking down the hall and pointing a gun at somebody and going back and fucking bitches. It wasn't that. It was like, wow, when you guys talk about your rights and your freedom, and when it applies to a certain image, that's fine. But when it comes to us, all of a sudden it's dangerous to the point where we're getting harassed by the FBI. Right. And we're also getting reporters coming up and saying, oh, you fucking guys, you should be so ashamed of yourselves.
Y'all just got a snapshot of how Americans really feel.
We gave the people a voice. We gave the people truth.
Yeah, but your songs, they glamorize the lifestyle of gangs, guns, drugs.
Our art is a reflection of our reality. What you see when you go outside your door?
I know what I see.
And it ain't glamorous.
You get AKs from Russia and cocaine from Colombia.
And ain't none of us got a passport, so you might want to check the source.
Yeah, next question.
I love that. That flustered white guy, like, yeah, whatever, man.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get you.
You're gonna get yours one day, man. It's great, man. It was an amazing feeling. I was blown away, and I got home that night, and I just, something inside me snapped and said, "All right, motherfucker, settle down. Just hold on. Sit your ass down and think about what you're saying right now, because right now you on a really high nostalgia trip, and you loving this shit with you loving this shit with fucking gangster goggles on and shit right now, And I had to think about it, and the more I sat down and said, "Wow, man, it's great when you can do this, and the energy does carry the film, but the first half is a whole lot better than the second half." Yeah. Because the first half is, like we always say with superhero movies, the origin story. Mm-hmm. The second half is where it starts to be the biopic. And, where it feels like it's kind of rushed. They have to, give you the highlights. They do it earlier on in the movie. And I don't know how you feel about this, Mark. I know you were pretty pumped when you came out, too, but I don't know if you were just fucking with me or something,
Man, we got to that point where we're scared. Like, yeah, you just set me up.
Yeah, well, I really was, man. Because, I don't know you. I know how you are these kind of movies, but early on in the movie, it had me worried, but it was just set up for, like, some of the best things in the movie. The typical melodrama that you see in a biopic, especially with the, all the, no one understands me, especially my parents. Yeah. In this case, it's Dre. And this is early on in the movie where his mom is telling him, hey, you got to get the fuck out the house and get a job. This DJ shit ain't working.
You talking about I get paid?
$50. So that makes you rich?
It's a start. Damn, why you riding me so hard?
I'm not riding you, baby. I'm trying to make you understand. And you know how I run my house. Now, you're going to have to go to school or you're going to have to go to work. Now, I don't even care if you are a janitor. I don't care what the hell you do.
As long as I own the company, I know.
But you don't own the company. Lonzo does.
Okay.
You think we're done here?
Yeah, I mean,
You got something to say to me?
You don't care what I'm fighting for, okay? I already know what I want to do with my life. And it definitely ain't sitting in some cubicle taking orders on...
Okay, that's a weird edit right there. I didn't do that.
Really weird edit.
I didn't do that because it was like, I guess they cut it out for language, because y'all would probably be like, what the fuck did she do that for?
Yeah,
Even Dre's like, what the fuck did I say?
It's not like that in the movie.
No, it's not like
The
that in the
black
movie.
mommy
It makes
deers.
sense.
Yeah, exactly. The black mommy deers. You're like, yeah.
It seemed like she had already decided 5 minutes ago she was gonna slap him, and she just jumped the gun.
And she just got that shit out.
Oh shit! Not then. Okay.
Yeah, that shit was weird.
You don't care what I'm fighting for, okay? I already know what I want to do with my life, and it definitely ain't sitting in some cubicle taking orders on.
She's like, don't you ever talk about cubicles again.
Office work is a good job.
I work at Staples. We supply cubicle shit everywhere, everybody. But
Or the die.
yeah. You know, it was a weird shit, man, right there. But it's with the and that's another guy who was really good in the movie. That was Corey. I think his name was Corey Hawkins, the guy that played that role of Dre. What's
he been in before? He looks super familiar.
Well, was he? I know he looks like a black Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
And he went to Juilliard.
Okay.
I heard Dre talking about him in an interview. So every time they cut, he was just kind of like, hey, "Was that good, Dre? Did I encompass the street for you enough? I'll be in my trailer if you need me. Away from you,
Stage left.
yeah. Away from you, scary Negroes. I'll see you later." but is that door closed? Can we open it because it's getting warm up in this bitch?
I'm cold.
Yeah, but I'm hot. I don't know why. I tell you, the like I said, the second part of the movie is where they started doing things, man. They started to get into stuff like that's when they started telegraphing certain events that would happen. That's where you had that's where you had the, like I said, the highlight reel of stuff that was going on.
Yeah.
They had to let you know, and the reason why it works like that is because they were all together in the first half of the movie, and it was their rise to stardom. In the second half, that's when the egos kick in, and that's when everybody starts they start the infighting, and they split. And so you have these pockets of different stories that go on. And with that, that's when it feels like it's a juggling act. It's like, oh shit, it's like being in a room with 2-year-olds. It's like, okay, I got to focus on this. I got to focus on this. Oh shit, I forgot about this. And you got to come back to this. And it doesn't feel as honest as the first half. It's still good, but it's things like do you remember this part in the movie where they show Ice Cube at a computer, at a word processor, and he's actually saying out loud, "You got knocked the fuck out." That's funny. Yeah, that's actually a line right there. It's almost like he's gonna look up at the camera and be like, "Oh hi, I'm Ice Cube. You might know me from such rap groups as," and it's like, wow, man. I'm just saying, for as strong as the first half was, for that part, like Eazy-E. He got sick in the movie, so they had to let you know that he's sick, because every time he's talking to somebody, he's like, "Man, where's my money?" It's like,
no. It wasn't actually okay. I don't so much agree with you on this part right here, because I didn't really have a problem with it. But with Eazy-E, it was like he'd do a scene, and somewhere in the middle, it was like somebody poked him and went like, "Oh yeah."
I forgot I had that.
Oh, that's right. That's coming up. Tease the AIDS. What? Oh yeah. You all right, man? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that. Play the sympathy card, and it was like, wow, man, it's really noticeable how that stands out. And so it was little things like that. Martin,
that's just one of those movie tropes that always stands out to me. The guy in the army who has a girl waiting for him back at home, or the person who coughs and say like, "You all right?" "Oh yeah, I'm fine." "You're gonna die."
Yeah, but everybody who knows Eazy-E knows he's gonna die.
Right, you know it has to come.
Yeah, but they just had to remind you.
Yeah, exactly.
AIDS, remember? AIDS. AIDS. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think he even coughed and said AIDS one time. But the guy who plays him, Martin, what did you think about him? The guy who played him, I think his name. I got his name right here. It's
wow.
His name is Jason Mitchell.
It's so hard to see him like that.
Isn't it though?
Looking like the black Korey Coleman. Yeah.
I know.
Like
I know.
in reverse.
Yeah, we got a hipster friend that dresses just like this, except he's white.
His shirt is black.
Yeah,
right.
And I thought Jason Mitchell, who played Eazy-E, man, you talk about he doesn't look like Eazy-E. And you and I were talking, and you remember we said, well, shit, man, we just got to wait and see the performance, because You know, it's about not looking like him. It's about making you believe through his demeanor. And yeah, man, he comes through. He's the funniest one. He's the most charismatic out these guys. You know, he didn't want to be a rapper at first, so they had to come bring him in. He funded them through his drug money.
Yeah.
And so he's active. Since he's the hardest one, he's the one with the most charisma and bravado out of all of them, in the most business sense. And he's cool about it too. He's just like, hey, look, y'all fucking up my money. Get it straight. He had some of the best lines. Tom, you had me laughing though, man.
Yeah.
You talking about how much he looked like, because you said, when you see this, you asking Korey, you said, when you see this, do you see CB4? Because for those who don't know, CB4 is where it was Eazy-E, pretty much played by Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And they look, and the whole time I was looking at this, there were moments where I was thinking, yeah, this dude's dark enough to be Chris Rock right now. But I thought he was great, man. He was besides the guy that played Ice Cube.
Yeah, he was.
And you get into other parts of the movie where the actors, you start to see actors that don't look anything like the people they're portraying, but they're effective. Like the dude that played Suge Knight.
Yeah.
That motherfucker is just downright frightening.
No,
he's terrifying.
He's like the Black Kingpin.
He's the Black Kingpin. And if anything, and who's this guy? And the guy who played him is actually a martial arts person, man. R. Marcos Taylor. Yeah, you saw that big motherfucker. You thought, look at this fat fuck. And I saw pictures when I was looking up of him, like right there. You see all that muscle on him? There's a part where there's a picture where he's laying on the beach and he's got his legs spread out like Jean-Claude Van Damme and shit. And I'm like, this motherfucker is horrifying. And you know something? And if Tom, you remember we look at the trailer, they would show like Suge Knight beating people down and shit. If half the shit that they say about Suge Knight is true, he's a fucking villain, man. He's evil.
Yeah, man.
We saw him run over a person. Yeah.
But you didn't people off balconies and shit.
Like Death Row Records was a fucking horror show, man.
Yeah, they got the name for a reason.
but even he comes in like a good guy. He's like, he's kind of saving the day at first. Mm-hmm. It's just that later you made a Faustian pact.
Man,
the devil.
It really was like that. Like you dealt with the fucking devil maker throughout the movie. Like Suge Knight is just whispering and Dre's like, yeah, man. And he gives that look like, like, anyway, they fucking you over right. And then and he's being real cool. He's like, I'm gonna take care of you. And then
that motherfucker dressed in red at any point.
Throughout the whole fucking
movie.
That's what he does, right? Yeah.
And then they get to
Satan.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, man. She got horns and shit. They walked like Dre came up to his studio, and there was a guy under the table being attacked by a fucking pit bull. Like they had his ass.
Everybody laughing at it.
It was some Django Unchained shit, man.
It was. Yeah.
And Dre was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" He's like, "Man, we got money. Why y'all acting like niggas, man? We got money."
He's like, "We getting this money."
Oh shit!
He's like, "Shit, my dog's hungry. Keep talking that shit, Dre." It was like, wow, man. It was really it was scary. Some parts of these guys' life. The guy that played Tupac, they nailed that. They nailed that dude.
Oh yeah, that dude.
Jesus, man, it was like watching him right there. Like he looked more like him than any kind of hologram did.
Did he act like him though?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's not in it much. He's not in it much.
Man.
But the little bit he's there, you have to go like, wait, what now?
Yeah, they had him in the shadow enough, but that dude looks just like him.
Fuck yeah, that dude.
And that was a moment where shit, when they said Tupac is still alive?
Yeah.
They said shit, he came back to make this movie, man.
Tupac ass Tupac.
Yeah, it is uncanny how this dude looks.
They was like, it's a rap on Tupac, everybody. Where'd he go?
Yeah, he just disappears. The only dude that they didn't get right was Snoop Dogg, man.
I was gonna ask him about
man,
that.
The guy that they got
all the West Coast legends.
Oh yeah, the guy that they got playing Snoop Dogg is a dude his name is Keith Stanfield.
What the fuck?
Looking like he's about to go to hipster boot camp right now.
He looks like Soulja Boy.
Wait, yeah.
Didn't we see a dude in the trailer that looked exactly like Snoop Dogg? What happened to him? The Crit Walker.
That was not him. I thought that was gonna be him too.
Wow.
Why the fuck didn't they hire that dude?
Like he's already in the movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll come back to the Crip Walker in a little bit, and because not the Crip Keeper, the Crip Walker. But y'all see this dude right here. And then you put it on Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg like, what the fuck? Look nothing like. And you know what's so funny about him, Mark? Do you remember when he came in And the whole theater just laughed because it was like looking at a dude doing a Snoop Dogg impression.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said, like, Dre was like, yo, come check this out, man. What you think? It's like, yo, homie, that's good, man. It's like, wow, stop, give it up right now, man.
Why did they stop there? They had, if you can find a good pop, then that's like the hardest thing for movies. They got Anthony Mackie to play Tupac at one point.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, and we accepted it.
Yeah, it's a lot of motherfuckers that look like Snoop.
It's such a small part. It's almost a cameo. I mean, maybe they figured like, look, we ain't building a movie around him.
Yeah.
It'll come in, it'll throw a bone to some people who will be excited. Maybe we can get him in and out before it ruins everything.
So it's just a one-off scene. Basically.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it really is. And God damn, I thought they were gonna show the Crip Walker right there, but there's a dude that looks just like there it is. Yeah, get this dude right here. He looks like Snoop. He looks like Snoop. He looks like Snoop more than that other dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, it was just a little one-off scene. You could have got that.
You could have got that dude, man.
There he is.
Yeah, right there. Yo, just keep going.
Bye, homie.
Yeah.
What the hell? Yeah, but you know, maybe he has like a little Mike Tyson voice, so he couldn't do it.
What? Who?
The Crip Walker.
They could have dubbed that shit over or something, man. You know. But you know what? I will say this. It sounds like I'm criticizing the movie a lot, and I'm not. It's just that, you know, to have such a strong beginning, and then to have the second half be kind of an average biopic. Not I would say above average. It's just I feel a little disappointed, but I understand that they can't cover everything. And you know you can feel that F. Gary Gray. I mean, he's doing his best with this. The love for this material is there. You know, he actually directed Ice Cube in Friday. It's the same director. So, you know, for these guys to come in and give him his blessing, they were over the material the whole time, and you can feel it. You can actually feel it there. I mean, they covered some things that I didn't think they'd ever cover, like that world class wrecking crew shit that Dre did back in the day when he was pretty much a glam rock dude.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of fodder for Ice Cube with this record.
Oh yeah. Man, that shit. It was about 10 disc records about him being in makeup and shit.
Yeah.
But they even covered that, and there's a lot of shit I didn't learn that I didn't know that I learned from this movie. I'll say this much, and this will be my closing remark about it. For a movie that covers what we consider to be the same grounds that a biopic does, the strong, really angry, energetic first half of this film carried over into the second half, and it's still an amazingly entertaining film, man.
Yeah.
And nobody's gonna be able to cover all this shit, man. I went in, I thought 2.5 hours. I came out saying, I want 4 hours. You know, yeah. I want this to be like the Hunger Games. I want a part 2.
So I take it the ending brings it back around again.
It does, and Easy is he's the emotional centerpiece of everything. So they ended it pretty well. I'm not gonna complain about this because if I look at this, and while it might be, I might be comparing this to an average biopic. When I watch this, and I still think it's better than movies that critics praise, like Walk the Line and Ray.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is, maybe you can call me biased all you want to, but I think that this is way better than that kind of stuff. And those movies are good too.
Yeah. Oscar winning good.
Yeah, Oscar winning good. This is a full price for me. I mean, undoubtedly. Like I said, maybe I am on a nostalgia trip, but loved it.
I don't have the same nostalgia attachment as you do. But I can say that I feel like I like this movie better than you did, maybe a lot better. I mean, even with everything you said that you brought up that you saw as flaws, I was like, yeah, those are decisions that got made, but it didn't take anything away from it. I mean, one of the best things about this movie is right off the bat how well these characters are acted, written, fully realized. They're funny. Like, you like these guys, each of them, and them coming together. Like, it's so much fun watching them rise and go on the tour with them.
Yeah.
And you like them so much that it's just, you know, it just kind of breaks your heart watching them break apart and, you know, seeing how it's going to go down. And there's nothing fantastic about it. You're like, yeah, unlike a lot of biopics where you're like, well, you know, they pump this up for the entertainment value. It's like, no, nothing outrageous happens here. This all seems real. And yeah, putting in the social context of what was going on in L.A. and the violence with the cops and Rodney King, the significance of it in history, it just fueled itself. It just kept going. And what you said about, yeah, it's 2.5 hours, didn't feel like that. I wanted more. And I don't mean like, yeah, I want a little bit more. It's like, no, I want to know the rest of the story. Like, I could have watched it until they showed each of them die, which they haven't even died.
Let's go predict their deaths.
But
might as well just make a movie that's not even true.
Right. Yeah, but just more of the story. Keep telling what's happening to him now. It was just that entertaining. It kept that energy going. It's a lot funnier in the beginning, but also there's a couple of scenes in here where, man, it might be hard to keep your eyes dry. I mean, those actors really pulled it off with some significant deaths that happened. This is for me. This is easily the best movie I've seen this year so far. So I give it a very high full price.
Yeah, and that's the thing a lot of people miss about this is that it really is more emotional than what people believe it would be, especially with the image that some of these people had. That dude that I just told you about that played Eazy-E, that guy almost made me cry in the movie, man.
You were laughing, though, during that part.
I was laughing to keep from crying.
Because I have AIDS. No, man. When he gets the word, he breaks down, and there are people, I could hear some people sniffing. He was making me going,
Martin.
I was like, come on.
I had to, Martin. You know what? He would. I know. Look, you don't know this shit like I do. Eazy-E would have wanted me to be gangster for this shit. I was doing that for him, man. Shit, I was being hard.
So when they tell you a Lifetime story and something like that,
come on, man.
That sucked. That guy.
Like y'all not gonna laugh if that happened when I die.
No, we're not gonna laugh.
That means I don't get paid anymore. So no, I'm not gonna laugh.